I know I sing here all the time, but this week just doesn't feel that great. I don't know what to sing. So if you know what to sing, hit me up, please.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, how's it going, YouTube friends? It's me, your one furry boy. Never! And it's been a weird week for me. I hope that you're doing good and you haven't caught the ick and you're doing okay with the social distancing and self-isolation thing, because I'm having a bit of a trouble with it, just to be honest with you. And yes, you are watching The Never Show, the only show with lemon-scented limes, lest I forget, and the only show with a supernatural, super awesome third eye. I mean, why ask? Why wouldn't you want a supernatural, super awesome third eye? No, this joke is never going to get better, but if you did, laugh! Then thank you. It's Wednesday again, my friends, and I want to thank you all for being my YouTube friends once again. Aww. I know I say this every week, and I truly do mean it. And thank you for clicking that subscribe button and that little bell icon, because it's part of the YouTube experience and adding me to your YouTube experience. And yes, this week is a double feature. Why? Because what else do I have to do except watch some really, really bad horror for you? With that said, let's get right into that movie review, shall we? And now today's movie is, well, today's first movie is anyway, is Vivarium. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, it's Viarilum, Vivarium. Sounds about right. It's a rated R film. It's an hour and 37 minutes, which doesn't satisfy my number thing. It's a horror, mystery, sci-fi, whatchamacallit. More like psychological horror here. From Lorcan Finnegan. If I pronounce this name right at all, please let me know in the comments. Writers is Lorcan Finnegan and Garret Shanley, if I'm pronouncing that right. Starring basically Imogen Poots and Jesse Eisenberg, along with Sean Jenkins, Ethan Hardwick, and it's one of these movies that if you're having major problems with self-isolation right now, you're not going to want to watch this. I'm just going to be honest with you. This movie gave me super agita about what's going on now in the world. And I know that I can't say the name of the ick and everything, but this is not the movie you want to watch. And I'm really scraping the barrel here because this came out March 27th. So I'm kind of desperate here, and I chose this because Eisenberg was in it, and I thought, oh, this will be funny, but no, Eisenberg is not funny in this. It's very, very, and in a way, I just felt really uncomfortable. I can see why studios and not really promoting this at this time. And the production companies were Lovely Productions, Fantastic Films, Fracas Films, Ping Pong Films, XYZ Films. Our distributor here in the good old United States of America was Sabrine Films. God bless America, land that I love. I kind of want to see what CinemaSins thinks, just because, you know, what the hey. And I just don't see this as a real watch or anything else. But it's a 5.8 on IMDb and a 70% on Rotten Tomatoes with a 35% audience score. And I kind of can see why. So let's just leave it at that. I don't want to rent this on DVD, and if it's on TV around Halloween, I'm probably going to watch this again just because maybe then I'll have a better head space for it, if you know what I mean. Other than that, I don't see myself buying this again on VOD. So, yeah. I just don't know what else to say about this. It's beautiful. It's well done. It's well written. The problem is it's just too real right now. With the self-isolation and things like that and the self-quarantine, it just did me wrong. So, with that said, let's go on to our next movie, shall we? And now for our second movie of the day, We Summon the Darkness. It is a rated R movie. It is an hour and 31 minutes. It is a horror thriller, easy on the thriller part. It just wasn't very thrillerly for my thriller needs, if you know what I mean. Director Marc Meyers and writer Alan Trezza. I'm so bad with names. It stars Alexandra Daddario, Maddie Hasson, and Johnny Knoxville. I go further into the cast and crew, but there isn't really that much. And Johnny Knoxville is barely there for 30 minutes of the film. I mean, they must have spent the whole budget, and I mean the whole budget, on Johnny Knoxville in this film. Our production companies were Common Enemy,
the FYZZ, Magna Entertainment, LB Entertainment, Highland Film Group, Iconic Media One, Litecoin Foundation. Yeah, you can tell this is a good movie when Litecoin is sponsoring it, in association with Nightshade Entertainment.
Our distributor here in the good old United States of America, God bless America, land that I love, was Sabrine Films. Special effects was done by Blood Brothers FX. Great name, love it. And now for my thoughts on the film. This is B-movie at its best/worst. This is trauma level B-movie. I feel like the whole budget was definitely spent on, I would say, special effects and Johnny Knoxville on this. He is barely on the film he's barely in the picture for more than 15 minutes. And, you know, he did some voiceover work in the beginning, but he's, you know, you don't see him. You want to see Johnny Knoxville. And you don't get him. Not for very long anyway. It's bad. And I've seen B-movie at bad and worse, and this kind of just barely skates the bad. You know, it's good, but it's very cut and dry in the way a film is, and you can read the stitches on the curveball and see it coming a mile away. I have to admit, it's better than whatever the heck I watched earlier today, which gave me so much agita. And if you're going to be stuck inside and you're doing the self-quarantine thing, this is probably the better movie. I do want to see what CinemaSins thinks, being that it is, you know, a 5.2 on IMDb and a 68% on Rotten Tomatoes with a 31% audience score. It's goofy and it's dumb, and it's not, the poster doesn't represent what's going to happen in the movie. And I think this is as much justice as I can give this. With that said, if you like what you see in here, make sure you click that like button. More likes means this video gets shared elsewhere. And likes and views is how YouTube works. Please help me. I really need more likes and views. And I love you for it. You don't have to ask. All comments are 100% guaranteed response. Tell me your realities. You know the spiel. I don't need to go into it. I don't want to go down that road again. You talk to me. I talk to you. We become YouTube friends. So shall we? And you know I have to ask, I have an Amazon, I have a Patreon. It is not without your support that keeps this channel afloat. You do not realize how little I have to do so much. Thank you for your donations so far, and thank you for supporting my American dream. And with all that said, for a final time, because it's a giant running joke on my channel that I can't stop saying it, literally it's ingrained in my brain. I don't know why, so sorry for that. But if you want to see more of this nonsense, make sure you click that subscribe button and that little bell icon.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
And I will see you all in the next movie reviews. Bye! Open the thumbnail. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With that said, this week is a double feature. I watched 2 movies, both of which I fear are going to not be very good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And today's movie is in today's first 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With Garret Shanley. And that's about all you really need to know. It's one of those weird things that I am recording. Get out.
Thank you for wasting my tape.
I had a good thing going there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With all that said, for a final time, if you like what you see in here, make sure you click that subscribe button. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.